Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we have Ben at my house in Colchester, Essex. I'm back for like 6 days and somehow we've got Ben round. James is in the background, he's now a videographer, James Gibson, a general manager of any
big shout out to James.
Yeah, so if you've got any cool angles and close-ups of our faces, James is your man. But yeah, we're here with Ben Allen, and I guess, Ben, who are you, to be honest? Let everyone know.
Well, thank you guys. Thank you, Mr. Swimsuit Guy. It's a real pleasure and it's a real honor. So I am the new commissioner of the ISL. I took over the role just super recently, and yeah, super excited to be here and have the opportunity to tell everyone kind of where the ISL is headed.
So, I mean, I am probably among many other peoples, and just as a swimming fan, was pretty gutted to hear the ISL wasn't happening this year, down to a few reasons like the war in Ukraine. But I mean, even before I was involved in the ISL, I loved watching it.
Appreciate the support.
Yeah. So, how are we looking going forwards? You know, is things going to happen again, basically?
So, you know, I think the first thing I'm going to say is that, you know, the reason why I got involved in the ISL in the first place is because I used to be a swimmer. You know, if I had the opportunities to try to monetize myself as a swimmer and become a professional, maybe things would have worked out very differently. So I'm truly passionate about this. And the reason, you know, why we had to postpone the season really is coming from the perspective of long-term sustainability. Like, I'm truly gutted that we can't provide a season for swimmers as well as fans this year, but ultimately, given the issues in Ukraine and given how, you know, the league is still funded by primarily Konstantin, our founder, we just have to take a step back and try to be sensible. And I see this postponement, of course it's going to be tough for a lot of people, but actually it's the first step to being able to take a step back, restructure, reevaluate, and then come back significantly stronger. And it gives us a lot of leeways to do things a bit more sensibly. Like sponsorship budgets, for example, for companies are usually planned over a year in advance. So rather than asking, hey guys, money 2 months down the line, it's now in a year and a bit's time, can you put us into your sponsorship budgets? And it also gives us a bit more time to kind of work on different strategies as well. So, you know, where are we headed? Like, it's a shame that this season isn't going to be happening, but actually I am very confident that firstly people will get paid, as you know, we're really working hard to kind of sort out finances, and then secondly, you know, we're on the right track. We've got some really interesting ideas as to how to take things forward.
Oh, sounds great. Last question I wanted to ask, and you know, as I'm now coaching, and the calendar this year for events was ridiculous. You know, with potentially at one stage we had Worlds, Commies, Europeans, Asian Games, ISL. You know, how is your thoughts going forwards about making basically a international swimming calendar that's not going to have swimmers racing every weekend for a whole year?
That's a fantastic question, actually, and it's very, very important, because one of the things that I really want to see is kind of much more cooperation between the ISL, FINA. You know, I know we've got this lawsuit against them for a variety of reasons, but you know, in principle, I'm definitely not objected to working with them if we can, but definitely kind of reaching out to the community, consulting with athletes as well as national federations to come up with a coordinated calendar is something that is a priority for me next year when the ISL does come back in terms of its competitive matches, because otherwise, yeah, it's too cluttered, you know, and we just have to be sensible about maximizing the options for the swimmers, rather than just trying to get into this kind of total mess where, you know, we have clashes of events and, you know, federations who, you know, are happy, for example, for swimmers to come to ISL. They can't because it clashes with staging camps and worlds and stuff like this. I really do want to avoid this situation in the future. So kind of really taking a step back and actually consulting with the community is a big priority of mine.
Sounds brilliant. Right, so an app that I've been involved with recently, Any Questions, is basically you ask any questions. So we get to know Ben a little bit more, as he's going to be a big part of the ISL. Let's ask him any question and see, well, how well you know the ISL. So
right, this is putting me on the spot. Okay.
So I mean, some of these I think are pretty tough. So I've tried to catch you out. Which team won the ISL US Derby in 2019?
LA, I think LA Current.
It was LA Current. This next one's really tough. Who was the MVP of the elimination play-in match in 2021?
Right, so this was like the wild card match, wasn't it? I'm going to say Diaceto.
So Diaceto was the MVP before that. Renomi.
Was Renomi?
Renomi
I'm
won
sorry,
this.
Renomi.
Which two teams entered the league in 2020?
Okay, Tokyo Frog Kings and Toronto Titans.
It was. Who broke the first ISL world record?
2019 Minneratherton, I believe, 100 back.
It was indeed, 54.8.
Yeah.
London Raw or LA Current?
One more for the Raw, come on. I was their sponsor, I'm biased, okay? So
How many cities have staged an ISL event? Quickly.
Okay, 8, I think in total. 9, 8.
Eight indeed. 7 first season, and then we added Eindhoven this year.
Yes, yeah, okay.
MVP of season 2.
Caleb.
Yep. What gem does the best swimmer in an event get?
Diamond.
A gem's coming back.
We want to simplify things. TBD.
Who has won more matches, Energy or Cali Condors?
Energy.
ISL or Formula 1?
ISL.
What was your best event swimming?
100 free.
PB.
51 long.
Nice. Where are you from?
I'm from Hong Kong originally. That's where I grew up.
All right, that's our questions.
Fantastic.
Hey Ben, while we've got you here, anything else you want to add?
I mean, our first priority is sort out finances and make sure that we settle outstanding obligations. I want to get rid of this kind of culture, really, of trying to move forward into something without having everything else sorted out first. And that really is a priority, and I sincerely mean this of the community. I think one of the criticisms that we face as the ISL is lack of transparency. You know, we are now a league that talks to people, guys. And honestly, I'm very open. You know, if you've got suggestions, message us. Let us know your constructive criticism. We genuinely welcome it now, because we are now a league that talks to people and we're serious about this.
So as you guys know, in our pool, unfortunately, honestly, if we had a little bit more notice, we'd have had the pool ready for Ben and James. Come on, James. James is here as well. Look, if I'd known James and Ben were coming, I'd have had the pool a little clearer. I'd have got Dad to get the pool a little clearer. But we have the 10 length challenge. So let's go and have a look. Where do you guys think you'd fit on the 10 length challenge board?
Sonny, are there things living in this pool?
What, do you want to get in?
Is there anything living in here?
No.
I mean, I'm kind of skeptical, mate. Like,
Can you see something living?
No. Sonny, come on, where are the records?
definitely some dead bugs.
So the fastest ever is Reg Lloyd.
For 10 lengths.
10 lengths of this pool.
That's more. That's about what, 80, 90 meters?
How far is it?
8 meters.
So 8 meters times 10, Sonny, what is it?
80 meters. Quick maths.
Quick maths.
31 seconds, Reg Lloyd.
31 seconds for 80 meters.
We
Fourth
should
place,
be getting Reg into the ISL, mate. Like, that's some serious short
Jacob
course
Goodman
speed.
just come 9th for British Champs, 149.3, 200 free.
What do you reckon about doing Sonny pool skins? Does that work?
Honestly, you have no idea how hard this is. You feel physically sick after it because the waves are unreal. No anti-wave ropes.
I'll say what, this is the deal. If we do a fantastic job, me and Ben will come back here and race each other.
Oh, I'm gonna
on a
lose
10,
you,
on a
mate.
10
I'm
length
not-
on a
I'm
10
not.
length challenge in the end of 2023.
I cannot believe James. I've seen James swim once.
To be honest, I actually know we'll get Jason Lezak involved in this. We challenge Jason Lezak to a 10 length challenge.
Yeah, we will be back. We will be back in this pool.
Bodysuits.
I'm not trying to fit into a bodysuit these days.
Both of your reaction to the bodysuit.
I reckon I will fit in around. I'd like to think I can go sub 40 seconds. I'd like to think I can go sub.
I'm gonna manage expectations, guys, and say sub 50.
No, you're well up. My dad best is 41, I think, or 44. My dad.
Sub 45 then. I'll put myself out there.
Awesome. Hey guys, as always, see you on the next video.